Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name's Chris and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another video, and this is about 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗧. No word of a lie, I'm having an absolute mare today, but let's see if we can get through this one. Today's video we're going to have a look at the market. Obviously Nick and myself have called this pullback in the market. We feel that we're getting close to the bottom of this pullback now, and we did say that we're expecting to see all-time highs for many of these projects, minus sort of the shit coins, right? Like obviously some of those are just going to go to zero regardless of you know the macro trends in the market. But I want to take the time to have a look at some of the stuff that I see in the market, the headlines outside of the TA aspect that makes me feel that our thoughts based on the technical analysis is starting to play out as we kind of see it, right, with the headlines sort of tying up, and we're starting to see that switch. If you enjoy this sort of content, mash up that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video, and don't forget to join us in Discord. Link is in the description of the video. We would love to have you join us in Discord. It's a fantastic place to chat about all your favorite cryptocurrencies with like-minded individuals 24/7. We also have a Patreon service, which is basically a membership section, and we do 2 weekly AMAs where you can ask us anything, a bit like Teams meetings. We have our buys, our sell alerts. Our staking movements are all logged, and that side of things. So yeah, it'd be fantastic to have you as a member. So do check that out if that is of interest. Right, let's get down to the desktop. Let's start at coin market cap and see what's going on with Bitcoin. Okay, so is it 40,000? It's 40,000 now. I mean, it was 39 when I started doing the recording for this, but yeah, just over 40,000. It's changed since I think I was starting to record down here somewhere at like just under 40,000. But ultimately, it's hovering about where Nick's sort of TA said it would, which is really interesting. Again, ranked 41st, can't get my words out. This is why it's taken me so many cuts to do this video today. I'm going to see if I can just run through without doing any more cuts, because I'm just wounded at how long it's taken me to do this video. Okay, so the dominance for Bitcoin is at 41.88%, and believe it or not, there is over 17,000 crypto assets now. So it goes without saying, and we know that many YouTubers, if not all the YouTubers out there in the crypto space, all say, go do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor and all that sort of stuff. But seeing that number of 17,644 assets should be an indicator that that is a message that you should listen to. When influencers are saying they're not financial advisors, go do your research, that is sound advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice, and this should be treated as educational purposes only. And that 17,644 number there of total assets in this space is a key indication as to why that is sound advice. Just because I believe a project's going to do really well, and I talk about a project that's going to do really well, in my opinion, doesn't mean that people should go FOMO in, right? And there's many bad actors in the YouTube influencer space that will just shill projects for like $1 to $10,000 a time, and not even tell you that they're doing so. Some of these people get into private sales and they dump on you immediately. So just be careful out there. There's lots of different ways people can be manipulated in this market. Nick and myself don't do any promo videos on projects anymore. So you can rest assured that we don't do any of these activities, and we list everything in our Patreon service, so members can see all of our activity. Now the total number of exchanges is 298. So again, that's building up as well. And the overall, I guess, rating for the actual crypto space is very poor at C1. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to go over those top level numbers. I thought they were really interesting to sort of cover off in this video, particularly the number of assets that are out there, because I don't think that many people listen to influencers when they say it's not financial advice. It certainly isn't financial advice, and you should definitely do your research. But what I wanted to quickly do here is just look at some of the ratings for sort of the top sort of few projects that are out there, right? It's very stagnant. I like to see arrows moving up or down. It kind of gives me a gauge as to where the market is heading. I think at the moment we're kind of getting down to that bottom. You're going to see a few assets moving up and a few moving down, but I think generally it's pretty stagnant, right? Which for me means you're not going to get big movements up and big movements down in the very, very short term, which for me means that we're probably about right with the TA that Nick does. Really is kind of aligned with the artificial intelligence and machine learning at advice.io and what we're kind of seeing in Nick's TA, which is always really, really good. The other thing that I've started to see in the news aspect is a real shift in the narrative, right? We've gone from a real negative narrative around interest rates and inflation and all of these types of issues, the Ukraine and Russia, to articles where I'm now reading the likes of Tom Lee said that he expects a portion of almost 100 trillion worth of wealth to eventually flow into crypto markets, and citing the fact that we're starting to see all these regulation landscape changes, and they seem to be quite positive. You then got Warren Buffett, shocking Bitcoin bet supports 1 million Bitcoin price prediction. The fact that he's invested in a bank that supports cryptocurrency. We're also seeing like the likes of Premier League, NFT deals, more and more stuff, and just touching on the regulation stuff, Italy sort of formally laying out their anti-money laundering requirements for crypto firms. I just think we're starting to see a real narrative in the media that is very different to what we've been seeing recently, and that leads me to believe that that lines up nicely with the TA. Now, we've been talking about this pullback for weeks, and it may have played out longer than we anticipated. And timing is always the most difficult thing. So, don't get me all twisted when I'm saying that I expect, all-time highs and pumps. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to happen later today. Doesn't mean that it's necessarily going to happen tomorrow or next week. But that's what we expect. We see it in the technical analysis, and I think we're seeing a shift in the media output, right? And there's a correlation there for sure. But do let me know what your thoughts and opinions are in the comments below. Really interested to get your views and opinions. If you enjoyed today's video, mash up that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.